Hey everybody, welcome back to another Wednesday live stream. Today we are playing a game I'm really excited about.
I'm not at all. No, I am.
I was leaving comments. I forgot to turn.
Ryan's watching YouTube while we do this.
I was watching our own YouTube.
Can't get enough of seeing
count?
himself talk.
I was trying to say hi to everybody. So hi to everybody in the comments. We got John, Peter, Matt, Deadpan, Brian. Lots of familiar, friendly faces. Love to have you guys. I'm excited for two reasons. I love Pandemic, which I know is controversial. And I love Star Wars, which is less controversial.
Are you talking about the real Pandemic or the game? Because it is controversial to like the Pandemic.
Good. Well, okay, that's a good point. Don't quote me on that. Ryan loves Pandemic. The Pandemic. No.
The Pandemic.
I think some people have conflicting thoughts about Pandemic, about how light it is. Well,
it is one of those. It's an older game in the industry, and a lot of people like, oh, Pandemic, or oh, Catan, or whatever.
I still really like Pandemic, and so I really like all the different versions of Pandemic we've seen. We live streamed the World of Warcraft.
The World
Pandemic
of Warcraft one was good. I liked that quite a bit. That would be the Pandemic I would play again.
Oh well, we have somebody here from South Korea. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but hello, welcome.
Wow,
Glad to have you. Very excited because, again, I love Star Wars. This takes place during the Clone Wars, more specifically like the animated. It's kind of based on the animated Clone Wars series.
Is it really?
Yeah, I mean, the artwork is kind of its own artwork. They didn't use stills, but the characters you're going to see are from the animation. And, like, the villain that we're fighting today, Ventress, is from the animation.
Yes,
so,
this is true. This is true.
So we got a lot of stuff pulled from there. But before we jump into the Clone Wars, a big thank you to our sponsors, Game Toppers, again, as always, for the great table we're using and all the mats and everything. And then a big thank you to Pandasaurus for sponsoring last week's live stream, where we gave away a copy of Orichalcum. And that went to Deadpan, whose comment was that the blue is very striking.
The blue is very striking.
Which it was. Those player boards, he's referring to the player boards.
Well, the game itself was very striking, but congratulations, Deadpan, who is here, as always, here in the comments.
I saw him in the comments. So congratulations, Deadpan. Please email us at manvsmeeple@gmail.com, and you'll get your own copy of the game. He says, yo, that's me. So it is.
You're right.
So congratulations.
I hope that comment wins next time, but we're not giving away Pandemic.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's not quite a sponsored stream, but I just wanted to really play it.
Not quite a sponsored stream? It means they gave us $1.73.
They provided us a game to show. So
that's true. They gave us this game to show.
They did provide us the game. So I just wanted to say that. I just really wanted to play this one because I really like Pandemic and Star Wars. So let me show you guys the board. The board itself is not like the most striking thing. It's got all the planets.
All the spaces.
It has kind of that rebellion look a little bit like Star Wars Rebellion.
It does look a little like that.
Now, this is probably the most different version of Pandemic we've seen so far. So there's an echo. Double time audio. An echo. I don't know what would be.
Is it because your YouTube is open?
No, it's not anymore. I don't know what would be causing an echo. We will look into that. Oh, they're saying they're hearing some audio from the overhead camera. I'm going to see if I can fix that. I'll be right back. I didn't know that would happen.
That's kind of rotating your way, by the way. Fixed. We're back. Oh, I didn't know you made us come back.
I didn't know I made us come back either.
We did that on purpose to sort of like put the vastness of outer space.
Yeah, that's what we did. What happened really was we had some technical difficulties. I had to switch cameras and I forgot to mute the new one. Good catch, everybody. Thank you. But we are ready to jump in. So if you're looking at this board, there's something that's not the same. This is the most different version of Pandemic we've seen, in that all of these planets, none of them are color-coded. There's no regions to the game. There's no different areas. of the game. They're all just planets, and there's not really a jump around the map mechanic, but there are way more connections. So you can get across this board actually
pretty quickly.
Pretty quickly. Plus, you can have spaceships, which I have one right in front of me over here, that are going to help you move as well.
Yeah, this card system is somewhat new, right?
The card system is definitely new. So in regular Pandemic, you're going to have a hand of cards, which I've put out here next to me. I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi, by the way. So your cards always stay out. They're not played like you do in regular Pandemic. You have them in front of you, and you actually tap them. This is your squad.
Or whatever term you want to use.
I think tap is legally allowed to be said now.
Rotate them 89 degrees.
You rotate them to use them. And so you don't lose them until you take damage. And there's some ships that help you fly, some armored transports that protect you. And then a lot of the cards are troops that are going to assist you in battle. And we're going to be battling the Separatist droid army, which today is led by Asajj Ventress. There's always like a villain that you choose from. And there's a wide variety. There's like General Grievous in there, Count Dooku's in there. Darth Maul is in there, which makes perfect sense.
I think
that might be all of them.
I think you got them all.
And then there's a variety of different heroes you can play as. I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I am Mace Windu.
You wanted that purple lightsaber, huh?
No, it's because I had Samuel Jackson on the mind because he's been in all these Marvel Snap commercials today.
Oh, that's true. I've been playing Marvel Snap. It's a lot of fun.
Not to mix our themes.
So we're going to kind of jump in and we're going to kind of talk you through the game and how we play it. We were each given 3 cards to start with, so we all have 3 cards. Now, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I have a special ability.
So do I.
Well, we both have special abilities. So my special ability is I can draw 4 cards, then place 3 of them back. So basically, I get to draw a free card every turn.
And that's a free action?
It's a free action. So I get a card every turn, and I'll get a pool of 4 to choose from.
So how does it read? Draw 4?
Draw 4 cards, then place 3 of them back on the bottom of the deck.
Oh,
so I'll end up with 1.
Extra, but from a variety.
From a variety.
That's
so I get
nice.
I get to choose. What about you?
Mace Windu's free action is move up to 3 droids to your planet from connected planets. So they can be from different planets. So he's, I assume, effectively using sort of a force pull
right.
to bring droids. And by the way, they are those ever-lovable Roger droids that everyone loves. Roger.
That was close.
Roger. How's that?
It's Roger. No, and so we're going to be dealing with these droids. We're going to be dealing with Ventress, who's out here on the board right now. Potentially some Separatist trade blockades that might come out. And we're going to have to complete some missions. And those missions are right here. There's going to be 4 total that we have to complete. So instead of curing viruses or diseases or whatever in the regular Pandemic, we have to complete 4 missions instead of healing 4 viruses. And they're still going to be relying on the different colored cards. So we have 2 missions, the Mandalore plot that we have to resolve, and tipping points. And these are going to require some different cards to be tapped. Tipping points can use the purple stealth cards, and the Mandalore plot can use the purple stealth or the red trooper cards.
And if we're together, we can do that.
We can do it together.
Kai can contribute if you're doing it on your turn.
We can contribute, but your cards don't refresh until the start of your turn.
Yes.
So if you use them on your turn, you can't help me on my turn.
That's fair.
So who wants to go first? You want me to go?
I think you should go first. You're Obi-Wan after all.
I am Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm over here on Naboo, which is kind of unfortunate because it's in the middle of nowhere.
Plus Jar Jar lives there.
That's right. He does. I'm going to get off this planet as soon as possible.
There should be some game mechanic to reflect that. Sorry, I don't want to cast shade at Jar Jar.
There are some ally cards in this deck that are one and done. It's possible that he's in here. I haven't looked through every single card. All right, so
I bet he is.
I think my goal is to get to Tatooine and deal with these droids because you're in a little bit of a tight spot.
Yeah,
You've already got a lot.
I'm at Kamino with Ventress, so we'll see how that goes.
You could knock her off the board.
And we are going to knock her off the board. She's going to probably go off the board, come back on the board over.
All right, well, I'm going to do my special ability. I'm going to draw 4 cards. So I got Princess Padme Amidala, and I got another ship.
Oh, how are you not taking Amidala?
Just so she's a one-time use, I can do 2 extra actions with her. Yeah, I feel like I have to take. Otherwise, she gets buried under the board.
On theme.
Yeah, I'm in Naboo.
Wouldn't Anakin want it that way?
Well, I don't care what Anakin wants. He turns into Darth Vader. Spoiler alert.
Man.
These go in the bottom. So,
are you going to say I've got the high ground in one of the 5?
So this may be a little too cheesy, but the...
spoiler alert, this is going to be cheesy.
The starting player is whoever has the higher ground. gets to start the
Oh.
game in the rule book.
Is it
So
really?
it really is.
Is it? Oh
That's
my
what it
God.
says.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
That's actually what it says. So I'm going to use my first action, so we get 4 actions on our turn. I'm going to use one of them to move. Normally a move is just one space, but I have the Arc 170, which lets me move an additional space. So I'm going to do that to fly to Tatooine. Look at that. I picked up Padme, flew to Tatooine. It's
Nice.
very thematic. But I'm going to have to deal with these droids. So I'm going to use my second action to try to fight them. So I'll need the die. I can use the die, plus I can tap any of my soldiers here to add to the damage. So I just needed to get 3. So I got 1, and I can go 2, 3. So I was able to do 3, and I could take out all 3 of these droids. So this is like kind of fighting off the diseases in regular pandemic. So Tatooine is clear. I've got 2 actions left. Do you think I should try to get towards...
I mean, you may as well, because I'm pretty sure I've got this in hand.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I've got 3 clone troopers here that should all just add 3
Yeah.
attack.
Well, I'm going to move a little bit closer, and then I'm going to use my last action to do a new... this is called Reinforce. So we don't draw cards anymore at the end of our turn like in regular pandemic. If you want to draw cards, you have to take an action to do so. So this is my Reinforce action, and I get another clone trooper.
Who is he?
Hard case.
Hard case.
I'm assuming these are all... I've not finished...
Well, they
watching
are.
all of-
I've got Rex, and Rex
Oh,
is kind of...
he's
you
like
know,
the man.
He's the clone trooper.
If you let anything bad happen to Rex, that's a real problem.
I mean, it's kind of ironic to call any of the clone troopers the man.
They're all the same, man.
Like-
Hi, Tiff. Welcome.
Hey,
So
that's Tiff.
that was my action. Now we have to activate the villain. And Ventress has a special ability. If she is ever in one of these mission spaces when her turn starts, we take a threat. And if we ever get to 7 threat, we lose. So
All right, so we flip a card.
we're going to flip a card.
I'll read it. Night Sister, Ventress on board.
Which she is, so
Move Ventress 1 planet toward the closest mission.
okay.
Then each Jedi on her planet or a connected planet exhausts 1 card.
Oh, that's both of us.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to exhaust my hard case. Well, actually, I'll exhaust Amidala. So allies can be exhausted. If they're exhausted, they can't be used. But they're only you can only use them one
nice.
time.
I'm going to exhaust Bly,
Yeah.
one of the troopers. Draw another villain card.
That's if she's off the board down there.
Oh, that's if
Yep.
she's off the board?
Yeah,
I
the
see.
bottom part
I
is if
see.
she's off the board.
By the way, these are supposed to be up here. I'm just going to discard them right here.
Yeah, we wanted to be a little easier to reach. All right, and then we're going to invade planets. This is the part that feels most pandemic-y. At the end of every round, we're going to be flipping over 2 cards. So we're going to be sending someone to Felucia, which is over here. It's going to get
wow.
1,
Just 1?
just 1. And Solust is all
Is
the
it
way
always
down
just
here.
1?
It is always just 1 added.
Oh, really? That's...
That's how it's always been in pandemic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but...
At the beginning of the game, we flipped cards and added 3 to a couple, 2 to a
Yeah.
couple, and then the 1.
And it's easy to remember, but instead of epidemics, there is the version of epidemic, which is in her deck. And when we draw it, that's what escalates the game. We'll reshuffle and we'll put all those cards on top. So you're going to be seeing those quite often.
I see. Well, I suppose...
They're pointing out in the comments that they love that the higher ground rule for first player doesn't explain what that means to anybody that's not seen.
Probably the
Clone Wars.
tallest player,
Or whoever's maybe in a taller chair.
I suppose.
Whoever's,
Get a new board game table if you're sitting on different leveled chairs, though. I'm just saying that
but
right
yeah,
now.
it is. It's never mentioned again in the rules or ever described what that means. That's just the star player has the higher ground.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, we did all the stuff. We invaded the planets. I don't have 7 cards, so we're good.
All right, I've got 4 actions. I figure I'll attack this person, this droid, this Roger. Or
probably.
you know what? No, I'm actually gonna move.
You're going to
Here.
follow her?
And then as my free action, I can move up to 3 droids to my planet.
Oh, there you go.
So I'll pull. So I've done 1 action of my 4, and then I will attack.
Yep.
So what do we got here?
We've got
The
total
droid's
of,
got 1, and
and
she's got 3.
3.
How many is that?
That's 0.
Oh, that's 0, everybody.
And unfortunately, you only have 2. So you could take out the droid.
I will take out...
Well, you don't want to tap both of them because the droid only has 1 health.
Oh, she doesn't accumulate, right?
Right? No, it's you got to do the damage all at
Yep.
once.
So there we go. The droid's off.
I mean, there's some.
Now,
of
does
the-
she do damage to me?
Yeah, she'll do 1 damage to you for remaining on your space. So you have to get rid of 1 card.
Oh, can it be an exhausted one?
Yeah. So you're gonna get rid of Rex right off the start of the game.
Yeah. Later, Rex. I don't.
That's
if you're the best clone trooper around, it doesn't matter to me. That was 2 actions.
So some of these do have 2 hits. If you get lucky and roll a 2 or even a 3,
I'm gonna do it again. Third action attack, but I might take another damage, right?
If you don't defeat her, if you don't roll 2 successes or 3, but a lot of those sides have 2 or 3 successes.
Yeah, here we go.
So it's look at that
2, and then Echo,
boom,
not Rex,
boom,
is gonna help me defeat
nice.
Ventress.
So you don't actually defeat her; she just flees.
Off the board. I defeated her temporarily.
You defeated her temporarily. So that was 3 actions. You still have 1 more.
No, I think.
You moved, fought twice.
That's all I've done.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll just move. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
draw a card.
I'm gonna.
What
What's
do you
it
got?
called?
Reinforce.
Reinforce. I got Stack. He's just another.
You got another purple. That's good though because this chipping points needs purple, and I don't have any. So you've got 2 now. Don't let your purple guys die. All right, so then that's it. So Asajj is going to activate. She's not on the board, so nothing happens there.
Stalk.
So you'll do the bottom part.
Ventress off board. Place Ventress on the...
That's the revealed planet. So she's going to come down here onto Sullust. And then we're going to add 2 more. So we've got 1 on Coruscant. Oh no, the droids made it to the core.
Where's Coruscant?
It's
You'd think
right
that
here.
would be in the center.
Well, this is technically, it branches out from
I see. And?
Coruscant. It's the inner. And then Alderaan.
Alderaan.
Yeah, Alderaan still exists in this
No
timeline.
jokes. Too soon.
What else you got? That's it.
That's it for me.
You don't have 7 cards.
I don't have 7 cards.
All right, so then the first thing you do on your turn is ready all your cards. So I can get to that white.
Not bad.
Not bad. I could get to the white, but it needs... I can't do anything when I'm there.
You need, you can't.
So I'm going to shoot for the orange. The orange one
I mean,
up
you
here.
could, can you do that one?
No, but I can be there ready for you to help.
Oh, you could pull a card or 2.
I'm gonna pull a card or 2.
Because you might
I'm
get
gonna
what
move,
you need to do it.
I'm going to move there for 1 action because I used my ship. But then I have to use my second action to move there. And then I probably should fight these things.
Suppose.
So I'll fight for my third action.
Can you complete a mission even if there's droids and stuff?
Just
there?
not if there's a blockade.
I see.
All right, I got both of them.
Oh, nice.
And I took 1 damage.
Yeah, the damage can come from the die, but also any figure. Is it every figure you leave?
Yeah, if you leave anybody. I'm going to get rid of Comet here. Poor Comet is gone. So that was 3 actions. Moved twice, attacked. I'm going to draw a card. It's a purple.
There's a clone trooper named Comet?
Yeah.
Do they have like all the reindeers represented? Like
I don't know.
Blitzen and Donner and...
I didn't write the show. That would be pretty
should.
funny. So I've got 2 reds and 1 purple over here, David. So I've got 1, 2, 3 for this one. I could take 2 extra actions with Padme, but maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only got 5 cards. So I've got 3. You've got 3. So all we would need to do is roll 1 success to complete.
Oh, you
Mandalore.
roll on those?
You still get to roll. Yep.
Oh, that I didn't know. I thought you just had to tap those cards.
All right. So flip a Ventress card. She's not on a mission planet.
Assassin. She's not on...
She is on the board.
Ventress on the board. Roll the die. Move Ventress 1 planet per success.
Okay. 1.
Toward the closest mission.
That was lucky. She only gets to roll 1. This would be the closest path.
Then each Jedi on her planet or a connected planet suffers 1 damage.
Nope.
Sorry, Ventress.
We're
Not
far away from
today.
her.
Not today, Ventress.
All right, then we're gonna keep invading planets. Corellia gets 1, which is right here,
Man, you're good at the biggest thing here is looking for the
and
planet.
Rishi, which is right here. Well, they show you where the planet is on this little map.
Oh,
so
well,
I'm not that good.
I'm far less impressed now, Ryan.
All right. So you want to join me and try to do this one?
No. I'm going to ready my cards. I'm kidding. I will. I'm that kind of Jedi. And then I will move 1, 2 for 2 of my actions. Then, do we have everything we need?
I mean, I have 3 and you have 3. So I think so. This one only needs 7.
So I'm going to go ahead and draw a card.
Okay.
I got Razor.
Oh,
He's
look,
another
now we have 7 no matter what happens here. So you still need to roll the die, though.
But the cards will be tapped. Right?
Yeah. They will end up being tapped.
So now I'm going to try to complete the mission.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
So you got 1. So we have to tap a combined. Let me do all mine.
Well,
So it's 1.
your turn's coming up. Though.
I know, which means the untap is the first thing that happens. So I've got 3 to add to that. So we're at 4 right now out of 7.
And what do you need? 3?
We need 3
and they
more.
can be any color?
Yep.
On to...
And we need more purples because we need 6 for this for the tipping points one.
All right, we did it.
All right, so Mandalore plot. Jedi investigate rumors concerning Duchess Satine. I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
Satine?
Yeah, and then run afoul of the Mandalorian terrorist group Death Watch. So we completed the plot. When completed, move all Jedi currently on Mandalore to Coruscant. So we're going to pop down here. And you take 1 damage.
I do like how the way they have the cards connected thematically with the planets that they're on. I don't know.
So you take 1 damage. So you got to get rid of 1 card. We need purples for...
I'll get rid of the red then. I like having a variety.
So we got rid of that one. So 1 plot is done, or 1 mission is done, which means we're going to reveal another mission, Conspiracy.
Well, it's another purple anyway.
All right, when drawn, any Jedi must return 1 red or purple trooper from their hand out of the game.
And it's
Must
Camino.
remove. It's on Camino.
What do we have to do?
We have to return 1 red or purple trooper and remove it from the game.
Each of us?
No, any 1 Jedi. I can get rid of 1 of my reds because we need purples. So it's actually out of the game, Not like I don't think we'll go through this deck in a 2-player game, but...
Casey Peterson says, as a Trek fan, he'd rather see this with the Borg.
I mean, I'm sure we could do a Star Trek Pandemic.
Absolutely. I love both properties, personally. What about you?
I'm more of a Star Wars fan, but I do enjoy Star Trek.
I once was more of a Star Wars fan. I'd say it's pretty tight these days. Yeah.
But see, I also haven't watched, like, Discovery, and I think that's supposed to be...
Discovery's good. Enterprise is really good.
If you
haven't watched Enterprise, here's a plug on our Star Wars live stream for Star Trek Enterprise.
I'd love to. All right, so that was all 4 of your actions, right?
It was.
All right, so then activate the villain. She's not on a mission planet.
This is going to be the bad card.
It might be.
I feel it. Boom.
It is.
Planet under siege. I did not look, by the way, everybody. I was just guessing. Advance the invasion marker. Yep. Draw the bottom card of the invasion deck.
Yep.
And fill the matching planet to 3 droids.
Yep, it's Underon, which is right here. Oh, great.
Underon.
Yeah, right here.
That's right next to Alderaan. Is there an Overon? And then shuffle the invasion discard pile, then place it face down on the top of the invasion deck.
Yep, so that's pretty
Good old
standard
pandemic
right there.
Shuffle the cards that just killed you,
and then we're
going to come
those
cards
right
again.
back to Underon. So that's unfortunate. Our
Just
threat goes up, and we put a blockade on there because they can't fit more.
Then 3?
Yep. So we put a blockade.
That's how the blockades work?
That's it. It's like an outbreak in Pandemic.
Oof. And what does it take to take a blockade off?
2 damage. So that was the worst possible one that could have come up. And then Tatooine gets 1.
And we can't try the mission until the blockades.
Correct. Adding 1 to Tatooine. At least we're only adding 2 cards right now.
Who are we fighting here again? Remind me. It's not the Empire.
It's the Separatists.
The Separatists.
Yep, the Trade Federation.
It's both of them?
I mean, the Trade Federation backed the Separatist Party, which was like Count Dooku's political movement. Which, you know what?
And your explanation of the politics behind it are why those movies are not exactly as beloved.
But you know what? The story of those movies is actually, like, the story of what's happening in those movies is actually really smart and, like, very, like, high level, but then they didn't really, like, all that happens in the background. Like, they didn't really, like, it was an interesting decision.
Don't get me started.
I'll say that.
Don't get me started on episode 2.
All right, so that's that. We're in not a great spot. I can get over there and I can start trying to clear that blockade off.
Is it your turn?
Yeah, you did the mission. That was all that happened at the end of your turn. So I'm going to remember to do my free action. I'm going to look at 4 cards here. Ooh, the Bad Batch.
Oh,
I got to take them. I got to take the Bad Batch.
If you're not familiar, very relatively new show on Disney Plus, and I promise we're not sponsored by Lucasfilm or Disney, but if either of you are watching, call us.
If Lucasfilm or Disney, if George Lucas is watching the stream, actually, he's not even George. It's Kathleen Kennedy is the one that's.
I don't care who
now, right?
from Lucasfilm might be watching the stream.
Yes, just in case. All right, that Bad Batch is actually really good because what I'm going to do is fly with my ARC 170. I'm going to fly over to Underon.
ARC 170 is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nice having a spaceship. I'm going to do some damage. So the first thing we're going to do is a free action. I'm going to discard the Bad Batch. Deal 2 damage to my planet. So let's get rid of that blockade.
Bye, blockade.
And then, so I've moved. All I've done was move so far. The allies are free actions. And I did my ability, which was a free action. So all I've done is move. I'm going to draw one more squad card. I'm going to reinforce. I got Wolfie.
Wolfie.
Yeah, who's a clone trooper.
Named after the John Connor's dog?
Let's do it one more time.
Or actually, it wasn't his dog.
John Connor?
Yeah, from Terminator.
He had a dog?
He said, is that Wolfie?
Oh my gosh.
And then his adopted mother
You're right.
killed his adopted father.
How did you even remember that was the name of that dog from Terminator 2? And then we're going to fight. So let's see what happens here.
And technically, it wasn't him that asked.
That's true.
It was the Terminator.
I got 3. And this is, oh yeah, because he's like, what's your dog's name, right? Doesn't he ask him? Yeah. All right, so I got rid of the 3, but I take a damage.
Yes.
I don't want to get rid of Wolfie, but he's the one I exhausted, so. Except I only need, might as well. I'll keep Colt. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Wolfie.
That was 4 actions. Moved, fought, drew twice.
Oh, were we supposed to, do we continue going through her
deck? Yeah, we continue
deck?
going until she's going to activate all her cards.
Okay.
So.
Stalk again. Ventress on board?
Yep.
Meaning she's on the board, not
right.
That
she's
like
on board
us.
with the plan. Yeah.
Move Ventress 1 planet toward the closest mission. That's gonna be.
That's gonna be to here, unfortunately, because this is not. That's 1, 2, 3 away.
Or this one.
Oh, I guess they're both 3 away.
Move her to me.
You want her to go to you? She's gonna do damage.
Right now?
Isn't she? Oh no, I guess not. She just moves to you.
Come on, come at me, Ventress.
And then we gotta do 2 of these. Coruscant gets another one. There you go, David. They're coming in at you. And Corellia gets another one. And I will note that we're playing this on basic difficulty. There's an easy, regular, which is what we're playing. And then there's like hard, and then there's expert. And they have you go through many more missions. And there's a lot of missions in the game, though. There's a huge stack.
Yeah, there is a giant stack of missions off to the side of the board.
Yeah,
I mean, I imagine they probably have at least one for every planet.
I mean,
And
maybe.
It looks like more.
But you're only using like 5, even on expert, using like 5 or 6 a game. So you're going to not see a lot of repeats. And in fact, if you wanted to, you could just place your old one somewhere so that every time you play, you're seeing new missions every single game. All right, well, that was me. I think we have a pretty good hand on this. Yeah.
Yeah, so far so good.
Well, I always feel that way in Pandemic. We've completed 1 mission out of 4. And then
that's all we have to do.
And beat her. She has, on the flip side of her, she has her own mission we have to complete.
Okay, my go?
It's your go.
I am going to use my free action. Oh, that's probably unwise.
To pull...
well,
because
I've got 3 free.
Only 3 droids can be there. If you pulled both of these, it starts a blockade.
Oh, really? Immediately?
Yeah,
Oh, well, here's what I'll do. I'm going to... let's see, draw, attack. I'm going to draw a card.
Okay.
What's it called again?
Reinforce.
Reinforce. Bark Speeder. Prevent 1 damage to a Jedi on your planet.
Yeah, all the yellow ones prevent damage. So those are like your vehicle, your armored vehicles.
And it doesn't have to get discarded.
Nope, you just tap it.
Nice. Yeah. Well, all right. I'm going to attack that.
Hey, Genway. Welcome.
Hey, Genway. This is the second time I've seen Genway in a live stream today.
Oh, was he with you in the Dice Tower one earlier?
He and I had kind of like, well, I'm sure he's over there a little more often than I am, but
sure.
I was over watching Revive with Genway.
Are you attacking?
I am attacking, so I need a lot.
You need a lot of successes. You got
1,
2.
2, 3, 4.
You can make 5
6,
if you.
7.
No, you only need 5.
Oh, what is she?
She's 3, and they're each 1.
All right.
So you could tap all your guys. And you didn't even roll a damage.
Nope.
So
I took care of them.
She's been sent back off the board.
Now, should I go here?
Probably. I mean, we need to get it over there. Unfortunately, your cards are now all tapped, so I can't really use your cards to help. But
I am going to move for my 3rd action.
Genway says he basically just always is in a live chat somewhere. He just goes from one to the other.
As a free action, I'm going to pull... Is it up to? Yes.
Yeah, I think up to 3.
I'm going to pull this droid
Just
here.
1?
Yeah, because I have no attack.
Okay.
It's just the dice. So I need to roll a 2 here. And then attack is my last action.
Well, you got 3.
Boom.
But you also
I
took
did
a
take a
damage.
damage.
However, you have your speeder now.
I'm going to block that damage with
Well
my
done, Mace Windu.
Bark Speeder.
I feel like we might have been able to play this at a higher difficulty. I say this now, but the early part of Pandemic always feels a lot easier.
Get these blankety-blank droids off this
we have
blankety-blank board.
one card left.
That was my Snakes on a Plane reference.
That was sounded just like Sam Jackson.
Did it?
Yeah.
He didn't say blankety blank, FYI. Assassin, Ventress on board?
Nope.
Oh, she's not on board.
No.
Oh, that's all right. Just a
So
it doesn't look like anything
Nope. So we
if
just,
she's off board.
it says if you can't complete it. So now we have to reshuffle that deck. So now we might get that.
Bad thing again?
The bad thing might be like one of the first ones. So
It might be. That was my turn.
All right, and then we flipped one for her, and then we have to flip 2 of these. Camino gets 1 more. And Mandalore gets 1. Over here. This one's going to be a problem. I got to get over there and deal with those guys because this card is towards the top of the deck.
What's the significance of this planet? Is this where Darth Vader has his little hideout?
Dathomir, I think his little his tower or whatever, or where the Inquisitors.
Yeah.
I love how
I'm not a big fan of
you're
that.
like,
Well,
maybe.
if you watch the original movies and you grew up with those, and then you find out like Darth Vader has like his secret clubhouse on a planet somewhere,
Well,
it
where
doesn't feel.
Where did you think he
It
hung out all the
feels-
time?
I don't know. He just doesn't feel like a clubhouse kind of guy in the first few movies.
Right. All right. That was it for you.
That was it for me.
I'm gonna remember to use my ability to. Ooh, C-3PO and R2-D2.
They show up everywhere. If it's
Oh.
Star Wars, you can't take all the ships, man.
I know, but I have to. I can't even use it.
How can you not take C-3PO and R2-D2?
I'm gonna
What do they
take
do?
add 2 successes to any mission attempt or attack on a mission planet.
And then they're discarded?
Yeah, they're all yes. All the
How many
allies are
cards
1.
you got over there?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the free action. I'm gonna fly over to Dathomir. I should untap this. Not really to Dathomir. I'm gonna fly here. Actually, here to Ord Mantell. Why not? And then move 1 space. Let's fly. That was my 1 action. You don't want me to?
That's me.
Oh. Oh, we both have our lightsabers up. Oh, so I can reach it.
I mean, like any good Jedi.
I can reach it in one go.
Yeah.
So that was 1 action. I'm gonna draw a card with my second. Gregor, a 3rd stealth trooper, and then I'm gonna attack there. So. Oh, I got 3 successes, but I take a damage.
Boom.
We need purples. I guess it's goodbye, Colt. I'm gonna pay
Is
for
there
this
any
one.
way you could move back to Onderon?
No.
No?
Well, wait. That was 1, 2. Actually, I can't. Oh no, I drew a card for 3. I should have kept that ship. No.
I just force suppressed to sneeze.
Actually, I can. I'm gonna
You're
use.
welcome, everybody.
I'm gonna get rid of Padme to take 2 extra actions.
Okay.
So this is my 4th action, and then I get 1 action to move, and then I'll use my other bonus action to draw a card.
How many cards you got now? Oh, you got rid of
1,
Padme.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. Yep, I got rid of
Nice.
Padme. Sorry, Padme.
Ventress turn?
Ventress turn.
Is it the bad card, everyone?
Well,
Guess now.
it is.
It is. I didn't really will that to happen. Advance the invasion marker.
Yep. So now we're gonna be revealing 3 cards a turn.
And did you draw the bottom card?
I did. It's now Hutta is gonna get 3. Well, they're not gonna like
You got
that.
3?
I do have 3.
I mean, no one's gonna like 3.
But I mean, the Hutts, you don't mess with the Hutts. And then all these cards
Oh,
are.
that's where the Hutts.
There's not many cards, so we're gonna have some problems here. Very
Shuffle the
quickly.
invasion discard pile and place it on top of the invasion deck.
Well, I guess I did need to get rid of Dathomir because now it's buried under all these. But we're gonna have Mandalore again, gets 1. Camino gets 1. I really hope this isn't Nal Hutta. Coruscant gets 1. If you can deal with Nal Hutta, I know that wasn't the plan. Maybe not. Maybe we just let it get a blockade
Deal
and not
with
worry
that
about
planet way up there.
it. Fine.
Like, I don't even think I can get there on my
I
turn.
can get there on my turn. If you want to come in,
Is it my turn now?
it is your turn now.
Well, we can deal with this mission.
We can. We need a total of 6. I have 3
So
purples.
first action is I'm going to let's see. Bum bum bum. You have how many purples?
I have 3.
And I have 3.
Yep.
What do you think about me pulling these droids, knocking them out, and then moving and doing that?
I feel like that's dangerous, but sure.
You think? Let's try it.
Okay.
Free action.
Wait, this one's not touching, so you can only pull these 2.
Oh.
There's no direct line from Bardota to Alderaan.
Free action. And now I will attack them. I got a whole lot of nothing.
Deadpan says, never say that things are looking good while playing Pandemic. That's true, but we are playing on a little bit of an easier difficulty. And even though this plays very different from Pandemic, it does still have that Pandemic vibe for sure. Like moving around, clearing threats, and things like that. So you need to do 2. All right. You got them.
So that was 1 action.
Yep.
Because I freely brought them to me.
Yep.
Second action, move to Onderon.
You want to draw a card for your third one? Maybe you'll get a purple.
Third action,
Maybe you'll get a purple.
a card. No.
Hey, a spaceship.
Double the flight from your planet. Limit one flight per flight. All right. So we can attempt the mission, but we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'd need to roll 2 stars.
I can get rid of C-3PO if I need to. So
Okay.
I think we'll be okay.
I'll attempt the mission, but I'm gonna roll 3 of these things here. 1.
So 1, you can commit a second one, right? So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I guess I'm gonna have to get rid of C-3PO. Oh, goodbye, guys. I hardly knew you. They add 2 successes to the mission attempt.
Well, you didn't need to get rid of the 5th one.
I mean, I'm gonna untap them on my turn. It doesn't really
Oh.
matter. So we complete tipping points. First of all, you take 2 damage. The mission gives
And
you
I don't
damage.
take this damage, right?
Not if you can tap your yellow thing. Otherwise,
But
you
it
do.
wasn't an attack. Oh, you always take
Always,
it no matter,
whenever you
even
roll.
you're doing the
Yep.
mission?
So you're taking 2 total. Well, that's not the thing.
Oh, yeah.
But then you still have to get rid of 1 card for the second damage. So you're going to have to say goodbye to one of those clone troopers.
Bye, Clone Trooper.
All right, so tipping points is done. When completed, the Jedi secretly aid a rebel cell led by Saw and Stella Guerrera as they resist Separatist rule of their homeworld. You get Hondo Anaka. That name sounds really familiar.
Hondo Anaka?
Yeah.
Hondo was from, well, he was from Clone Wars.
Oh, yeah, I know who he is. There you go. That's yours.
Nice.
What does he do?
Move 1 Jedi to any planet.
Oh, that's really good.
Can't interrupt action. That is very good.
All right, so we get a new white mission out. Oh, boy, this is on Water War on Mon Cala. So that is all the way up here. We need 6 reds and yellows. I have 1 red, and you have 1 yellow.
Yeah. We're gonna need to be drawing some cards.
Was that 4 actions?
That was 4 actions, for sure.
All right, let's see what she does. Remember, it's the... Oh, we got Assassin again. She's still not back on the board yet.
Roll the die. Move Ventress 1 planet per toward the closest mission. Yep.
That was actually kind of lucky, but we're still revealing 3 of these. So now Hutta gets a blockade. Nope, it gets a blockade because there's already 3 there. And that means our threat goes up to 2.
Because of the blockade?
Yep.
I'm knocking droids all over the place here.
I see that.
Well,
So our threat goes up to 2. Onderon gets 1. And Corellia gets 1 more. Right here. Oh, I guess we already cleared that. You pulled that one away, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I need to deal with that blockade. Because if that card is drawn again, now Hutta is going to flip. So let me go up there and deal with that. So untap all my cards. I'll use Obi-Wan's ability to look at 4. I do like this ability is pretty good.
No, yeah, that's very good.
Here we go.
You got
I got an
yellows.
8. I got a yellow. An 8.
What's that one
an
do?
ATT. It just prevents 1 damage.
Oh,
I think all the yellows just prevent damage, and all the
colors
blues
do
travel.
the same
Yeah.
things effectively.
So I'll put that down here with my traveler, and I'm gonna travel 2 spaces. So 1, 2. So that's 1 action. Move into now Hutta. That's 2 actions.
Wait, you could go 1, 2, right to Hutta.
1, 2. Still 3 no matter how I do it.
Oh, you started here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've used 2 actions to get to Nahada. I'm going to use 1 action to fight. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll use all my clone troopers to fight.
They're all good?
They're all good. So that's everyone. So I moved twice. I attacked.
You're welcome, Jabba the Hutt.
So I've got 3. Now the Hutts owe us a debt. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll draw 1 more card. Havoc, another red one. Well, that's good. I've got 3 towards this water war now. That's it for me. So let's see what she does. This one probably will add her to the board.
Ventress on board. Roll the die.
Another assassin.
Nope.
Nope, nothing. That's good. We're getting really, really, really lucky.
With her cards
Yeah.
right now? Yeah.
Tatooine gets 1, which is... Where's Tatooine? Right here. Bardota gets 1.
Squeaking an awful
I
lot.
know. That's my fault every time I lean. And then we're going to add 1 to the mission planet. The orange mission planet, which is right there.
Whew. My turn?
This is bad. If she comes out, she tends to come out at the top planet, which means she'll come out on that mission planet. Yeah, it's your turn. If we can get to Camino, I've got 3 purples. You've got 2 purples. We could do
Can
Camino.
I get to Camino? I do have the ship now.
Also, you could fly right to Camino if you wanted with that guy.
I mean, should we do that?
I mean, Mon Cala is out in the middle of nowhere. Genway says, which of the pandemics is your favorite one? I mean, I'm going to cheat.
Excluding Legacy?
Right, I was going to say, is Legacy
Excluding
one of the
Legacy,
options?
probably, because those are the really good ones.
Excluding Legacy, I think honestly, the World of Warcraft pandemic was really fun.
I mean, it really kind of comes down to the property
right there.
and the theme involved, but yeah, that one was pretty solid.
That being said, I really do like the Iberian Peninsula one, where you're like having to like build trains and purify water and
They
fighting.
have a Cthulhu one, right?
Yeah, I think didn't we? Maybe you and I didn't play. I think here and I'm. No, I think we did play the Cthulhu one last year for our Hollow stream last year.
All right, where should I go? Mon Cala or Camino?
I don't know, but Jester's saying use the Force and it'll tell you. What does your heart say? Don't use your targeting system.
All right, my heart says.
We have a better chance of completing Camino because it only needs 5 purples.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna use Hondo.
Okay.
Discard, move 1 Jedi. Should I move you or
No,
me?
I can fly there next turn. If you get in there and...
Yeah, but could we do things right now?
All my purples are tapped.
Okay, here you go.
So no, we can't.
So
but
I'm going to fly to Camino.
If you cannot use your purples...
And then I'm going to reinforce. Got a yellow.
So you could probably just regularly attack without using cards because you've got 2 protection cards now. So it won't really hurt you to attack.
So that was just my first action, right?
Well, yeah, that was your
I'm going to
first action.
reinforce again.
There's 2. Uh-oh.
Ooh, this Chancellor Palpatine.
He's a good guy. He's the Chancellor. We should give him emergency powers.
I don't know what Star Wars you were watching. Discard 1 Jedi, or I'm sorry, discard.
Discard 1 Jedi, just out of the game.
I mean, I was thinking it was Palpatine, so. 1 Jedi might discard 1 squad card to draw 3 cards.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Interesting. Are all of them squad cards?
If you do it for me, I might be able to draw 3 purples.
Are all of these squad
Oh, but you already used your movement card. Those are all squad cards. Yep.
I'm going to hold on to that for a rainy day.
Yeah.
I've got 2 more actions.
Yeah. Are you going to fight?
I want to reinforce again.
Another protection.
See, now we're set for that other mission, too.
That's true. Actually, we are pretty set for that.
Or we're getting set, anyway. And I am...
And you have exactly 7 cards.
I am all up on cards. So now I'm going to finally attack these 3 Roger Rogers.
You got
1,
2
2,
of them.
3.
Okay, that works. That works. All right.
Ventress?
Yeah.
Stock. Ventress off-board. Place Ventress on the planet.
That's what I was afraid of.
That's all right. It's a party.
Yeah, but we can't complete the mission if she's there. If there's a blockade or the villain, you can't complete the mission. So I got to deal with her. And then we're going to get 3 of these cards. Wherever Rishi is, right here, gets 1. The White Mission Planet gets 1. That's not good. And Felucia gets 1.
Bye, Felucia.
All right, there's 3. I need to get down there then. So let me refresh all my cards.
Oh,
do
boy.
Obi-Wan's thing. Except this will probably put me above 7, so I'm going to have to get rid of 1. I'm going to keep another purple because we need purples here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards now. I'm going to get rid of this red one. Yeah, because we're not doing red. We're doing the conspiracy one right now. So I'm going to fly over with my Arc 170. I'm going to fly into Camino. And then I'm going to fight her.
This is second action?
This is my second action. So if I do that, we've got 3 left.
You need 2. You need 3.
Oh, no, I've got my red one. 1, 2, 3. So she's gone.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that was awful.
That was how many actions?
That was 2 actions. I moved in.
Can you have more than 7 cards on your turn?
As soon as you have 7, you have to discard 1. Or as soon as you draw your 8th.
Times.
Yeah. Which I have 7 right now. So I'm going to reinforce before I try the mission. I got another plane.
You're gonna keep that?
No. Well, yeah, I am going to keep it.
Really?
I'm going to get rid of this clone trooper.
Okay.
And then I might as well attempt the mission. Or, yeah, because you've got 1, 2, 3. I just need to roll 2 successes here.
That's 0.
All right, well, that failed.
0 successes, everybody.
Well, that means I'm not even going to tap my people. So,
the force
that's
is
it for
not
me.
strong
So, no, that
with you.
I have 0 force when it comes to rolling the
Stock.
dice.
Ventress on board.
She's not.
Move. Oh, she's not? Oh,
No,
you
we
just took her off.
got-
Ventress off board. Place her on that planet again.
Nope, she comes to this one now.
Oh, that's not bad.
Which means she's probably going to go over to Moncala like right away. So 3 cards. Moncala gets a blockade.
Oh, boy. Does it replace them or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
So then we go up to 3 threat. So that's not great. Dathomir gets 1 all the way down there. And Sullust gets 1 all the way down here. You got it. All right, that was the 3.
Woo! My turn?
Yeah.
All right, refreshing. My cards, not,
Yeah, you wanna
not our situation.
You want
to
to use
refreshing.
Palpatine to try to get some purples?
Yeah, but I can't really take a ton.
Well, that's true, but you can see what you... Oh, that's because you want to save those yellows.
I mean, I
mean,
might
between the
just
two of
go-
us- well,
I might
between-
just go over there.
We've now got 4 purple between the two
Right,
of us.
right this second?
Right this second, we've got 4 purple. So you'd only need 1 success. You want to risk it?
Yeah, I'm going to risk it.
And we get a couple tries.
We're attempting the mission. 2 successes.
Was that attack a complete miss? No. So even a blank, you can still use your troops to add to the strength of it. You always can add troops.
On this one, we got 2 successes. So we need
Yep.
how many total?
3 more. I've got 2. You could add 1.
All right.
All right, conspiracy. You take 1 damage for the conspiracy and 1 damage for that hit. So you take 2.
Oh.
You can prevent it, though. You've got your yellows.
Yeah, I'll prevent it with those
When a
2.
clone suddenly kills a Jedi, he is taken to the laboratories of Camino to determine the cause.
That's the flavor text.
Yep.
What's the real text?
We already did it. We did it when drawn. That was one
okay.
that got rid of our stuff. So now, this, since there's only 1 mission, it now contains both markers. So anything that tells her to move towards a certain one, she's always going to move to the last one. So
we got to get over there.
we got to get over there.
That was my first action, right?
Yeah.
Well,
We got to get over there to Moncala.
2.
This is where the final
3.
showdown's going to be.
I can get there, but that's all I can do.
That's fine.
Or should I get close and pull some guys?
I mean, we've got these guys on Tatooine and Rishi, too, which are about to be a problem.
Well, I'll use my power to pull.
Like, we can't ignore and just, like, let them build up or else we'll get
I'm going to pull
another.
1 from each. And then for my last action.
Yep.
Wait. Is this... No, I just
No.
attacked, right?
All you've done is attack so far.
Attack, free action,
Attack again. 2 hits.
1, 2, they're gone, but
And
I
1
take
damage.
a damage. I will absorb that damage with my bark speeder.
Nice. You got a whole fleet of vehicles at
And
your
I've got
command.
2 more actions.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to move
Okay.
for 1. 1, 2, using my Venator.
Yep. And then you get 1 more.
And then I am going to... This isn't an action, right? I can
That's
just
not
do
an
this.
action. You could just do
I'm
that.
going to discard Palpatine to draw 3 cards.
So you discard him plus 1 squad member. So you got to get rid of
Oh,
1
it says
squad.
that?
Yep. 1 squad card. So that's vehicles as well. You could get rid of one of your
Oh, it
yellows. Yeah.
What do we need?
We
Red
need
and
6
yellow?
red and yellows.
I'll
So
get
we
rid
get
of
rid
a
of purple to draw 3 cards.
Yep.
And if it puts you over 7, you will have to discard down to 7.
It will put me over 7. So we need reds, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the 2 reds and get rid of the purple.
I think we also got pretty lucky too so far in that a lot of our
Actually,
missions
you know what?
need a
Give
purple.
me the purple back.
Okay.
I'm going to get rid of my ship.
Whoa. You had that whole ship for 1 or 2 whole turns. All right, flip her card. Let's see what she does.
This is the last card of hers. Night Sister. Ventress on board. She is.
Oh, I forgot about Fall of Rome. That was a good pandemic one too.
More Ventress. Move Ventress 1 planet toward the
Yep.
closest mission.
Yep.
Hey, everybody.
Yes.
Then each Jedi on her planet or a connected
Oh,
planet.
you're lucky you didn't
that's
move
no
there.
one, exhausts one card. Draw another villain. Oh, no,
That's if she's off the
if
board,
she's
yeah.
off the board. And then we repopulate.
3 more cards out.
Or invade, rather.
Invade. Alderaan gets invaded, which is right there. I don't think we're in threat of anything popping. Lola Sayu, that's there.
That's new. We've hit new places.
We've hit new planets because we got 2 of them so close together. That's why.
That's true.
All right. Well, I'm gonna untap. So I've got 7 cards max right now. So I'm gonna fly 2 spaces to you, and then I'm gonna fly another 2 spaces to get there. So that was 2 actions of flight. Now I'm gonna use my ability to draw 4 and choose one. I need some reds.
How many cards? You have 7 cards, right?
I'm about to have 8. I'll take Blitz, which means I will get rid of this
ship.
Extra ship. And now I guess I'll attack. This could go bad, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, Ryan.
Another 0, but I'm gonna do 5.
Ryan's performing about as well as the younglings did in Revenge of the Sith.
Wow. I'm gonna take her off the board and get rid of a. That was really bad, David.
I mean,
I'm gonna take 3 damage. I'm gonna prevent 1 of it. I'm taking 2 damage. So I'm gonna get rid of 2 purples because we don't need purples right now. Do I even bother attacking again? I moved twice, attacked. I might as well. Let's just risk it. I'm attacking 1 more time. I could take 3 more damage here, but we'll see. All right, well, I got 2 of them.
And you can't...
I have nothing to get rid of the last one.
I got them.
So got 2 of them,
damage.
so I take 2 damage.
Get rid of the... Not the red.
Yeah, I get rid of the purples. I'm down to 3 cards now.
You could probably get rid of the ship, too.
I mean, maybe. She still has a plot that we have to defeat at the end of her, so...
I see.
All right, let's flip her cards.
All right. Is it the bad one?
Yeah, let's see.
It's not.
No, and
Assassin.
That doesn't do anything because I got her off the board.
Nice.
We've been doing a pretty good job keeping her off the board.
Those assassin cards haven't done much to us.
Sereno. Well, no, because we've been keeping her off the board. We've been making that a priority. I need another one over here.
On Utapu?
Yep.
If that's how you pronounce it. Utapau?
Oh, Jester says, I think there are more sides to a die than just a blank.
Not
but
for Ryan.
I wouldn't know that. A
Ryan's
Kashyyyk
able
gets
to
one
find-
right here where you are.
Kashyyyk. Oh, I didn't even know I was visiting the Wookiees.
Well, you weren't because weren't they under like? Oh, I guess it's not Empire control yet.
I mean, they were still there. It's their home planet.
That's true. Just under attack.
I was there celebrating Life Day.
Yoda's probably there too.
Was it Life Day?
I think so.
Yeah.
I bet Yoda's there because Yoda hung out there for a while during the Clone Wars too, right?
He might have.
All right, well, you got 3.
It's my turn again?
I have nothing to help you with this Water War mission.
Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, then you just need 1.
Yeah.
Well, get over here then.
Well, I will. I don't have my ship, so I can't.
Oh, you don't have your ship anymore?
No. So 1, 2 actions.
And then 3 to complete the mission?
Oh, I can do that with the droid there?
Yeah, it's just you can't, if there's a villain or...
To complete the mission.
2.
1, 2.
And you need 6 total.
3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll use
Wow,
this other yellow to...
prevent that damage?
Other yellow to prevent
All
the
right.
damage. I'm just flipping them over.
All right, so Water War is complete. When the king is murdered, the Quarren and Mon Calamari are thrown into conflict, spurred on by Separatist influence. You must roll the die 3 times and suffer 1 damage for every damage rolled.
Woof.
Yeah, well, you've got a lot of cards.
None.
None. That was 1 roll.
None.
So that's 1 damage.
No, there's 1 damage.
Yep, and then 1 more. So 2 damage total.
2 damage. Who do I want to get rid of? I think I'm going to keep the yellow thing.
Well, let's see what her mission...
Well, I can't... We're not allowed to, right? Don't I have to make this decision before
that? Oh, that's
that?
true.
I'm going to get rid of Boyle. I just don't like his name.
All right, so now that we completed all the missions, we get to confront Ventress. Finale setup. Place Ventress and both mission markers on Solust. So she comes down there. Look at that. We're across the board.
Oof.
fill it to 2 droids, but there already are. Ventress leads droid forces in battle above Sullust when she is suddenly betrayed by her master. She's lashing out at her Jedi pursuers. We have to get 10 total in reds and ships.
Ugh, and I just discarded the ship, and we need to get over there. I do have a fair amount of reds, though. I have 3 reds.
How many? Was that your last action? You have
No,
3 reds? I have a red and a blue.
That was my 3rd action.
So we're at 5 total for that? That's not bad.
That was my 3rd action, so...
Well, let's get down there and deal with this.
Well, give me a card is what I'm going to do.
Purple, boo.
That's not what I want.
You got 7 cards. All right. That's 4 actions?
Yep.
So let's see what she does.
Ventress, planet under siege.
Oh my gosh. So we're going to get 3 on Ryloth, which is all over here.
3?
Yep. It always adds 3.
Oh, is that because of the threat level?
No, the card just, Planet Under Siege just adds 3 to that planet.
Oh. Which one?
Ryloth, right here. And here's where we see how things go. The threat marker goes up. Luckily, it's still at 3. I feel like in regular Pandemic...
It accelerates more?
I think you get to 4 either now or the next one. But
and 4's at the end here.
4's at the very end for this one. So we're still at 3. That's not bad. But we're going to put 1 on Obadiah, which is right there.
Obadiah.
Ryloth gets a trade blockade,
okay,
which is going to increase our threat to 4. And the mission planet gets 1 down here. Awesome.
By the way, when it gets to the Emperor, is
lose.
that a good thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's when he becomes Emperor and the Empire takes over.
Oh, sweet.
I think that's what we're looking for,
I mean,
right?
that is what's supposed to happen, right?
Canon-wise? All right.
We're only just fulfilling canon.
I'm in trouble, so I'm going to use Obi-Wan's ability to draw 4 cards and hopefully get a ship or some red. Shouldn't have gotten... Oh, look. Oh, ships.
Oh, holy
Except I got to put the rest of them back below. I want... Oh, the Aether Sprite. That's good. He flew that. These are all going on the bottom now. And then my first action, I'm going to draw 1. Look at that. I got some ships.
You do have some ships.
That was lucky.
With a P.
So that was really 1 action. My second action, I'm going to fly 2 spaces. My third action, I'm going to fly 2 spaces. Then do I really want to end my turn there?
Maybe. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any harm. Except for her card, right?
Yeah, she could do damage to me, but I can prevent it with my AT.
She's not moving.
No, I doubt she's moving. All right, I made it. All right, let's see what her card is. It's going to be that assassin one now.
Stalk. Move Ventress 1 planet toward the closest mission.
Oh, she's already there. All right. Underon gets 1. Tatooine gets 1. We're getting kind of low on our pool of droids over there, too. And Sereno gets 1, which is over there.
Is that a lost condition?
No, but if for everyone we cannot place, we gain a threat. And we only have 3 threat left.
So it's kind of connected to a lost condition. My turn?
Yeah, is there any way you can get to me? This is when we should have saved that guy that flies.
I doubt very heavily that I can get to you. Because I don't have a ship, so it's just going to be slow going across the board.
Yep.
Should I just take people out?
I mean,
or should
you need to get... I can't do this by myself no matter what. You got to at least try to get down here.
What do you think? 1, 2, 3, and then not...
Fight? Sure.
Fight.
That's probably good.
So 1, 2, 3.
And you could pull somebody from Mandalore, too.
I will pull someone from Mandalore as my free action, and then fight.
Yeah, this will help a lot if you can get all 3 of these guys.
Right
1.
1, 2, 3.
Nice. You take 1 damage.
And I'm going to use one of my yellow cards to prevent the damage.
Was that 4?
That was 4.
All right, let's see what she does.
Assassin. Ventress. Roll the die. Move Ventress 1 planet toward the closest mission, so it doesn't matter. Then each Jedi on her planet or connected suffers 1 damage.
I'll prevent it. And then let's see what we got. Bardota gets 1. Whew, that one's about to...
Can you prevent her damage?
Yeah, you can prevent any damage. I was just curious
because it said suffer.
Mandalore. And then Felucia again. Up there. Ugh, this is looking bad. All right, we've got 3, 4, 5 cards. Let's look at...
Well, you can at least take the droids out, right?
Yeah, I'm going to try to take her out too.
Ooh.
Well, that'll do that. So that
You're
was...
not keeping... Oh, yes, the yellow
doesn't help.
matter.
So I'll draw another card. For my first action, I'll draw one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm at 7 right now. So I'll just keep that. Then I'll fight for my second action. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can go to 3, 4, 5. So I'll take 1 damage, which I'll prevent. And then I'll fight again for my third action. Which gets rid of him, but I take a damage. Goodbye, Jesse. And then that was... How many actions was that? 3?
I think.
I drew a card and fought twice because I was already on the planet. So my fourth action will be to draw another card, and it's a red one. Hey, Cody. That one I know.
Cody.
So I've got 3, 4 that I can contribute to this.
I've got a few.
We still, yeah, we got to see.
Oh, no,
she's
I
probably,
don't have a few. I only have
She's probably going to come back onto the board, though.
Night Seeker. Draw
No,
another
just draw-
villain
yep, so-
card. Stalk. Place Ventress on the mission, or that top
Yeah, but she
planet.
doesn't come in. She comes all the way over there. This could be good. We could beat her back, but you're going to have to
Interesting.
shuffle that deck. Meanwhile, who gets 1? Alderaan gets 1, and Nalhada up here gets 1. So there we go.
We're in another one of those situations where I don't think a lot of planets are going to get doubled up because we're pretty far through the
Yeah.
deck.
Well, you got a...
My turn?
Yep. Can you get down to me? You don't have a ship, do you?
I don't have a ship. I can limp across the galaxy slowly.
Well, if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'd have to roll 4. That's not going to happen. You could just make it.
I can just make it.
Or you could come and clear out these guys.
Yeah, but shouldn't I be there for when your turn and we complete the mission?
I mean, I don't know if I can. I have 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd have to roll 4 unless I get lucky with my card draws. I guess I probably will get lucky with my card draws because that's like all that's left in the deck. Or I can draw cards and set it up for you to come in and finish the mission on your turn.
Do that. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to fight.
Don't roll blank. 1.
1, 2, 3.
That was 4 actions, right?
Yep.
All right. We just have to hope that this isn't the bad one.
Assassin. Roll the die, move Ventress 1 planet towards the closest mission.
2 spaces. So I think that'll put her here no matter how we do it. Yep.
Yeah. And then we're good. Because
All right.
each Jedi connected to her would take damage.
Kashyyyk gets 1. The mission planet where I'm at gets 1. And Camino gets 1. All right, we're not looking too bad right now.
No, I think we're in pretty good shape. All we have to do is complete that mission, right?
That's it.
May the Force, and I'm not going to say it, but wish us luck anyway.
So I get to look at 4 cards. This deck is almost empty too. I'll pull out 1 ship.
How many
1,
cards do you
2,
have?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 now. So I'll get rid of this purple. These go back on the bottom. And then I'll draw again. Another one. Another ship.
What are you going to get rid of?
I'll get rid of this one. And then that's 7. Which is exactly what I need. Like 7 is they can all do it. I guess I should try to complete the mission if I roll 3 successes.
I've got a red to contribute. Oh, I'm not there.
Like if I just happen to roll 3.
Is this, how many turns have you taken?
I've
3?
drawn 2 cards.
Okay.
So if I can get 3 here.
2.
Nope, 2 ended damage. So that actually hurt me.
That's unfortunate.
All right, I'll use my last action to draw a card back up and see. Look, I've got my entire
You've got a fleet.
All right,
He's got
let's see what she
a
does.
fleet.
We might be able to. We've got just a few
Stalk.
cards left in the
Ventress
deck.
on board. Move Ventress 1 planet toward the closest mission.
I think that would be here. Would be the closest path.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I didn't see that line.
It doesn't really. I mean, I guess it's still 4. It doesn't. And neither planet has us on it. Lola gets 1. Mancala gets 1 up there. Oh my gosh.
We are running low on those guys.
And Daphne gets 1 here.
I
This
mean,
is actually a lot closer than it looks because we've only got like 4 cards left in
We've
this
got
deck.
5 more droids to put on the board.
Yeah, and that's it.
Woof. So now it's my turn?
Yeah, get in here. We got to complete this.
I've only got 1 red.
I've got 7.
So we need 2 successes?
Okay, we need 2 successes.
Well, I'm going to move in
Yep.
1. I'm going to draw once. Bye, Dogma. I'm not even going to take you. I'm going to draw again.
Okay, you're giving us just 1 roll? Okay.
Yeah, because...
All right, let's see what you got.
Jet. No, I'm going to get rid of Waxer and keep Jet.
All right.
Maybe Waxer's been bringing us bad luck.
We'll see.
Now I've got 1 chance.
Now you've only got 1 roll.
Yeah, but...
You
and
gotta
we
get
need...
2. I've got 7. You've got 1,
just
so we're at 8.
2. This is it, everyone. Everyone...
We could have had 3 rolls.
Reach out like all of those voices from Alderaan right now and see if we can summon 2
Use
successes
the Force here.
Boom! It
That's
worked.
actually quite...
Thank you, Alderaan, for your sacrifice.
That's it. That's 10.
We did it. Is there any flavor? What
No,
did we do?
not for winning
what
it. I
was it
read
that we did?
the flavor was Ventress leads droid forces in battle above Celeste. When she is suddenly betrayed by her master, she lashes out at her Jedi
Yeah,
pursuers.
see, it's that
But we
infighting
defeated her.
bad guys that's going to get you every time.
Boom. Ventress. So, that's it. We did it with 4 droids left and 4 cards left in the deck before we lost. So, it might have felt like we had a good handle on things, but we really didn't.
We did, but we were really neglecting. I mean, look at all the droids that are all over the place.
If that had failed, we would have been in bad luck.
If you can imagine, just like any movie in this franchise, all of these droids just powered down.
Yep, they all did.
Because of a mistake Jar Jar made.
Jar Jar was not in the deck.
No, that's true. Oh, was he not?
We saw almost every card because
No Jar Jar?
No Jar Jar. All that was left. Look, there weren't even any reds or ships left in the deck.
Who was all the flavor? There's not many.
There's only like 4 or 5 allies. Yeah, we used I think all of them. Padme. Palpatine. Yep.
C-3PO.
Hondo Naka.
Hondo.
C-3PO. Padme.
That's it.
The Bad Batch.
Oh,
That's
the Bad
it.
Batch.
That's what we got. No Jar Jar.
No Jar Jar. You know what?
Oof.
Good choice. No Jar Jar.
So that was a lot closer than it seemed. Also, we played on easy with the beginner villain. So
Not easy.
Well, base level.
Yeah.
Not beginner. There's a
Yeah, we
beginner
did not
level.
play-
There's technically beginner and then easy, medium, hard.
I see.
So
So we were easy?
yeah, we had 4 missions to complete.
I see.
We probably could have done 5. I think if we had tried 5, we would have lost. Actually.
We'd have had to play a little bit differently.
But it was our first game, so we wanted to play a little smartly, like
helped,
a little
well, I was
easier.
gonna say it helped that you could get across the board, but you kind of just sat here for the last couple turns.
Well, yeah, but I had all those ships that I drew an
Yeah.
entire fleet of ships. That was kind of crazy.
That was
Well,
nice.
so that was Clone Wars Pandemic. I mean, it definitely had that same pandemic type of vibe. Like, it definitely felt pandemic-y. Even though you're doing a ton of other stuff, I like that whole tapping cards to do things thing.
The
That
tapping
felt good.
cards is really cool. How does it work in
You just
in
discard.
World
You
of
have to play 'em.
Warcraft? World,
Yep, you play them.
yeah,
Yep.
okay. Yeah,
This is the
tapping
first one that you've had a tableau like that.
That is kind of nice.
Yeah. Well, thank you all so much for joining us here on another exciting, fun Wednesday. That was a great time.
Exciting,
Yeah.
fun Wednesday.
And we'll see you all next week.
Bye-bye.